Greetings everybody, and welcome to Ingenarius Cuborum, my new Let's Play of Minecraft featuring the Feed the Beast Ultimate Pack. In this episode, I'm going to be focusing on getting lava from a ravine deep underground to the surface. I'll be making use of it in later episodes. But for right now, I'm starting with a project table, and for that I need to craft a crafting table, and then a chest. And finally, I can put it all together to create the actual project table. And before you ask, yes, I have done a fair bit of mining off camera, which explains why my two double chests are both full. I've been at it 6, maybe 7 hours now. And really, the focus has just been on manually mining for resources. Because, frankly, I don't mine so well on camera. I mean, it's not that I get any reduced output, but I just can't talk and mine at the same time. I've also got this slag furnace over here from the factorization mod. Let me show you its recipe. It is right here, 2 vanilla furnaces and 6 cobblestone. Alright? But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this. I'm also going to go and put all of my iron in here. And actually, I think I want to start with the bricks. Alright, and this is going to be for an item from Red Power that I'm going to want to get started. And it is the alloy furnace. And in case you're wondering, this is a temporary base of operations. Also, I am playing on peaceful mode, so do keep that in mind. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and grab some tin and copper, as well as a piece of coal. And let that smelt up. See, I've got my zirconium smelting. Let's see. Let me think here. Go ahead and get some stone out into stone bricks and put that in here. Let's see. Yeah, just go ahead and get the spruce wood. Get the sticks out, and I want to craft 1 pickaxe, I believe. Alright, and then I believe I also need a gear. Also want to go ahead and grab some cobblestone. Go ahead and grab my zirconium out of there. Upgrade the wooden gear to a stone gear. Put iron around the stone gear to get myself an iron gear. I think I need to grab a piece of redstone for this. Let me think. It's redstone on the bottom. I think. I may have the order wrong. There it is. Okay. That gives me the mining well. But it's not the mining well I need. So the second part of this is the tank, and once I get the tank with a mining well, I can craft a pump. Go ahead and put the sticks up here. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and grab 4 more spruce wood out of here for the moment. Turn them into planks, and then into sticks, and finally into gears. Go ahead and grab some glass and put it up in here. Wait, I only needed 4 glass, didn't I? Oh well, I can put the rest up in here. Let me think. I need 4 pistons, so yeah, let's see. And I've still got the iron in the project table. Let's go ahead and turn the spruce wood into planks. And go on with this. Load that up. Et voila, 4 pistons. Oof, I think I need, 2 more logs. Now I can put spruce wood on the top, glass in the middle, wooden gears, pistons on the bottom gives me the redstone engines. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and start constructing this so that you're a little bit less lost on where I'm trying to go. I'll also go ahead and craft 2 redstone torches, but I won't actually place them yet. Alright, Now, like I said, I have been mining off camera, and as part of the mining, I've actually discovered some, well, obviously some useful resources, but among those resources is a large lava lake that's not actually that difficult to access from my staging area. I'm not going to call it a base of operations because I'm not going to be staying there very long, but I do need to stay there long enough to be able to establish a base of operations. Alright. And as you can see, here's the lava. So now what I'm going to do is very, very, very carefully here go ahead and start putting that down. Now, one would think that I'd be actually putting the pump down right away. You would actually be wrong on that. I mean, yes, I will be putting the pump down, but keep in mind that it's actually not going to stay there. Alright? And I think just to ensure that I don't lose the pump, I need to sort of close this in a little bit better. Alright? So let's go ahead, try to finish this off here. Yeah, just a little tray, so that if I were to break anything, it wouldn't go flying into the lava. Alright? So now I can go ahead and put the redstone engines around the pump, but now I need to actually get rid of the pump. Alright? I also think I might have an issue, but there is, I think, a way around that if I have enough cobblestone to pull this off. Well... See, I don't have an easy way underneath this. Let me think here. I wonder. If I were to delete that block... Yeah. And then this block as well. Yeah. Yeah, that should work. I may have to delete that redstone engine. Excellent. Alright. Well, I'd say I'm in good shape. So now I need to head back up. If I can remember the way up. Wait, I've gone too far there, haven't I? That's my one complaint with this ravine. I can never seem to remember where the staircase up is. Sorry, just had to readjust my headphones for a second there. Alright, now just making my way up. Now, I have nothing smelting at this point, so there's really not going to be anything waiting for me when I get back to my staging area. Except, of course, for what I've already set up. But, I got what I need. Oh, and like my temporary sugarcane farm, I'll come up with something more permanent in a future episode. But for now, my focus is on getting lava to the surface. And to do that, I need to start by, well, there are really two things that I need from a mod called Zycraft. That is the valve, which I will go ahead and craft now, and then the IO block, or I think it's IO block, but I could be wrong. Now, the valve requires these engineering bricks, which is Zycordite, stone bricks, and redstone. So let me go ahead and grab 2 redstone out of here. Put the redstone, wait, I think it's in the corners that I put the Zycordite. There we go. So there's the engineering brick. I'm also going to go ahead and craft some iron bars. And a bucket, if you recall the recipe, it's bucket, iron bars, and engineering bricks in the corners. And that gives me 4 of these valves. Now, I also want to make this item IO. Okay, and that requires a chest in the middle. That's going to require another 2 wood. You know, I was thinking I wouldn't need that much wood, but I am going through wood like there's no tomorrow. Anyway, go ahead and craft up this recipe, and I get the item IO. Now I'm also going to go ahead and get my brass out of here. Grab some glass out of here. Put the brass and the glass in here. Glass in the middle, brass alongside the glass. And I get 8 of these pneumatic tubes. So I'm actually going to go ahead and craft up a stack and a half. I have to decide if I want to... Well, I could leave some of this up here, couldn't I? Yeah. Alright. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and craft myself up more stone bricks. And just leave some of this stuff up here. Alright. Let me think. Put the stone back up, because I don't need it. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and put the stone bricks on the hotbar. And actually, I think before I leave, I think I have a stack of sand, a stack of coal, and then 1 extra coal. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the alloy furnace. And you will see what it produces when I get back to the surface. But in the meantime, I need to get back down to the lava area and continue the build down there. Alright. My mouse seems to be lagging slightly at the moment. I'm hoping this doesn't become an issue. Yeah, I think it was just an issue of the slack. I just had to pull on the cord a little bit and it went back to normal. So it looks like it was just an issue of slack. Alright? Now, in order to minimize the risk of blocking this, I'm going to go ahead and put the stone brick there. Put the stone brick there. Now I'm going to put the valve here in the middle. And I'll explain what I'm actually doing with the valves and the item IOs shortly, once I get this all built. Alright? So that's the bottom tier. And now for the walls. For the top tier. And for this, I actually am using 2 item IOs. And I'll actually explain what they're for shortly. I'm wishing I had brought down some steps. Yeah, I'm really wishing I had brought down some cobblestone now. Well, then again, that's the great thing about being underground in a cavern. Easy access to cobblestone. I'm just going to go ahead and mine this little bit out here. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and put down 1 piece of cobblestone. Now, when I right-click on this valve, something's going to happen. You can see that it, added these little, this webbing, if you will. Now if I right-click it, you can see it's created a multi-tank. This is from Zycraft. And the multi-tank is actually, well, the multi-tank down here is actually a critical component of this build. I just realized I have another problem. Oh well. Anyway, I'll go ahead and put the pump there. Go ahead and put the redstone engine there. Let me have a look here. Alright, I need to put that cobblestone there. Alright. And now I need to extend this out 1 further by the looks of it. Alright. Now, thankfully, this is safe because I know that there's cobblestone below that. Alright. And let me see if I can't get just a little bit more cobblestone for this. I know I have plenty of cobblestone at my base back on the surface, but it's kind of a pain to get to, and oh, I should have brought the redstone torches down. Oh well. I'll have to get to them on my next trip, because I need 1 more trip down here anyway. But before I can actually head back up to the surface, I need to actually make sure I can get on top of the tank I just built here. And what I'm going to do for that is just basically plop down some cobblestone. Now, before I go up to the surface, there's one more thing I need to do. I'm going to go ahead and shift-click, right-click on this item IO, and then I will right-click twice on this item IO. You'll notice that this one is blue, and this one is orange. Now, if I right-click on the multi-tank, you can see that this slot is blue, and this slot is orange. Now, this blue slot is where, items would come in. So if an item comes into an item IO that is blue, it's going to go straight into this slot. If it's an empty bucket, it will get filled. If it's a filled bucket with the type of liquid in the tank, it will get emptied. The orange item IO would do the opposite. It will spit it out. Now, the problem is it will not spit it out directly into pneumatic tubes. Now, I can use pneumatic tubes for the input, and I'm going to go ahead and start that process right now, but I need one more thing before I can actually do so with the output. And while I'm here, call me a little OCD, but I just have to mine this out. Of course, I could have some trouble with this, hopefully. Oh, nah, nothing too bad. Just a couple pieces of cobblestone, and I'm good to go. Alright. I'm also going to go ahead and put, one more cobblestone and a torch up here. Probably also go ahead and put a torch up here. I mean, mostly as a defense against mob spawning. Of course, I could actually connect this over to the other side of the ravine if I wanted to. Might as well. I could light this up, but, I can get a little bit of light around here, but I want to finish that off properly off camera. In the meantime, back to the surface. Assuming... Is this... Yeah. Oh yeah, it's pretty close to that. For some reason, I keep thinking it's a lot further away. Which is probably why I keep getting lost on the edge of that ravine. At any rate, sprinty and jumpy, I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't on peaceful. You're free to call me a wuss for playing on peaceful, but, my priority here, at least at first, is to get myself a base of operations set up. And I've got what I will politely call a crazy idea for how I'm going to set up the base. But, before I do that, 2 diamonds. I think I'm out of sticks at this point. I'm also going to go ahead and grab the redstone torches. Put up the stone bricks. And I'm pretty sure I will need more stone bricks. In fact, yeah, I just need more stone to make stone bricks. So let me at least put that up in the furnace. Let me see, there should be room. Okay, there is. In the meantime, I think I have some of those ores in there, so let's go ahead and move some of them over. Let me think. I'm done with the item IO and the valve for now. Let me think. I need 2 iron. And I might as well grab another log because I need more sticks. Alright. So go ahead and put those 2 planks down there. Go and put the diamonds down there and the iron there. And that's going to get me the diamond handsaw, which is an item from Red Power 2. And it goes with the silicon boules that were the result of putting the coal and sand in the alloy furnace. Now I put the silicon boule in there, and I'm going to get 16 silicon wafers per boule. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take 8 of the wafers, grab a piece of coal, and I believe it is 4 redstone per wafer, so I need 32 total. But I can verify that real quickly by watching it as it goes through the alloy furnace. It's about a 10-second process, I want to say. Excellent, and I did get the ratio right. Now, as I said when I was setting up the tank downstairs, the item IO from Zycraft will not output directly into a pneumatic tube. It has to have an inventory next to it. So what can I use as an inventory? Well, it's an item from Red Power 2 called the relay. Now, it is a little bit on the complicated side. Basically, we need red doped wafers, and I'm trying to think, how many of these do I actually need? I think I need 2 for this task, but I also want to have some future-proofing. So I'm going to go ahead and craft 4. Alright. But before I do that, I need to start off by making the buffer. And I need 4 of those, so another 6 of these, of the iron, in order to create more of these iron bars. Go ahead and put those 2 up to avoid confusing the system. And that pretty much depletes my wood. That very nearly depletes my supply of wood. Kind of a scary thought when you think about it. Alright, but there's the buffer. Now to make the transposer, yeah, I'm going to run out of wood. Fortunately, there is an easy enough way around that issue. You may have noticed the biome I'm in has a lot of trees. So, you're going to see me chopping down a tree. Actually, I'm probably going to go ahead and chop down 2, maybe even 3 trees. Simply because I don't want to run out of wood again anytime soon. And this tree only gave me 5 logs, which is going to last me... I'm not sure this will even last me through the end of this build. I mean, especially if you look at the recipe for the transposer. I mean, each transposer requires 5 planks, so effectively 5 logs will get me just the transposers, and I need another 4 to combine them into relays. So, yeah, luckily for me, here's the 9 wood I need just to get to the relays. Now, I could sit around and wait for those leaves to drop their saplings. I may get a better opportunity later on, of course. But at any rate, let me think. So, get my transposer up first. Probably will want to go ahead and grab basically whatever cobblestone I have available. Alright? At any rate, let's see. Goes like so. 4 cobblestone on the side there. Go ahead and grab myself 4 redstone and 4 iron. Et voila, 4 pistons. Put the piston in the middle. Looks like I need 4 more redstone. What I like about the project table is that if you put something in there and then you forget something, it doesn't pop out like it would with the regular crafting table. Alright. And there we go. So there's the transposers. Now I have the buffer. I have the logs. And the red doped wafers. Et voila. 4 relays. Now I've got the rest of the red doped wafers, which is good for now. I may have used for them, in fact I probably will have used for them later on. Let me think. I also want to go ahead and, let me think, do I actually have enough, well, I'm not going to be grabbing it and bringing it down with me anyway. But I am going to go ahead and grab a stack of cobblestone, just because of what I'm going to do next. And, this falls squarely under the category of don't try this at home. Not that the cobblestone scaffolding I built over a pool of lava didn't fit that standard, but also I really need to do something about my mouse cable because I think it's my mouse cable that's giving me fits at this point. All right, but at any rate, let's go ahead and get down here. First thing, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that, so that I can start the process of powering that pump. that was risky. Alright. And I think I'm definitely going to be looking for the pump to do something down there. Alright. But then again, I did just get it started, so probably, well, hopefully by the time I get there. Alright. I just realized something. There was one other thing I needed upstairs. Well, the good news is that it is working, and this tank down here is filling with lava. That's good. That's good. That is, in fact, exactly what I want. Alright? But I need to get up because I forgot something. Specifically, a tool. And before you ask about why I'm just doing this jumpy all the way up, well, this is episode 1. And everything I've done off camera has basically been either mining or, I either mined, I cut down trees, I gathered resources, minor bits of crafting, basically just to get the sag furnace, the crafting table, the regular furnace, etc. But yeah, that's basically all I've got. In the meantime, I need 1 iron, and conveniently I just happen to have 1 stick left over. And that makes a screwdriver, which I will need on this project. So now I make my way downstairs. I love sprinting, even if I do abuse it horribly. But at any rate, let's see, I'm almost there. Let me go ahead and get up on top of this tank. And there we go. And as you can see, that's actually pointing the wrong way. And now what I can do is set up a pneumatic tube. And voila! And now I'm set to go. Once I can start, actually working with this, I can actually, start this off. But, let me think here. 3, 4... Go ahead and put my axes up. I'll go ahead and put 1 piece of cobblestone there and a torch, just for the sake of lighting. So I'll go ahead. I think I want to do that every 8. So 7, 8. Cobblestone goes there. And now I need to start mining. Because now I actually have to break through the stone to get to the surface. Also, that's why I set that cobblestone there. So I can see. Alright? So now, I'm actually going to go ahead and dig that block up first. And then those 3. Step onto the tubing and get that one in the middle. Alright? So now I need to follow suit here. I do see sandstone already, which means I'm pretty high up. Alright. Now I believe this is 6. So that's going to make 8. Alright, and the good news is I do not have sand directly above me. Alright, so now I can reach in here. And that should give me a sense of where the sand... Ooh, it's right there. Ooh. Uh-oh. Let me think. If I put a torch there... Yes! It worked! And the best part is, I'm on the surface. And there we go. Alright. So now I can go ahead and start placing the rest of these pneumatic tubes. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 7 and 8. Excellent. I have managed to get the line to my lava to the surface. That is good. And at this point, the rest of this build is really going to be taking place up here. And actually, it's not too dissimilar to what I'm doing what I did downstairs. With well, there is one noticeable difference, though, I will say. All right, let me start by grabbing the valves and the item IOs. Grabbing the stone out of here, and I will turn half of this, I will say, into stone bricks. I have more stone bricks in there. Great. Now I also have a torch over there, which means that at night it's going to be easier for me to find it. Or at least it's supposed to be. It's barely visible up there. Alright. Now that said, let me think here. Alright. Well, I want to line this up roughly with this. So, yeah, let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and put... Let me think here. For this side, I'm going to be doing 2 machines. And actually, let me briefly explain what I'm doing. Basically, this is going to be 2-sided. Now, on this side, I'm going to be feeding an igneous extruder from thermal expansion. On this side, like I said, there's going to be an aqueous accumulator below it to feed the water. This valve is going to feed the lava, and then it's going to output into a relay. Yes, another relay, which is then going to send it into I think I'm going to send it into a barrel, actually, from factorization. But again, that's next episode. As for the 2 over here, they will be feeding combustion engines. Yeah, combustion engines. Let me think. I'm probably going to have the aqueous accumulator below it here, with the water here and here. And then I'm going to have to smelt 1 piece of cactus green to get some cactus to get some pipe waterproofing, so that I can make the single liquid waterproof pipe up here to make the connection for the water. And then I can actually use use the combustion engines to power 2 different machines at once, which will help with my material processing. But again, that's a project for next episode. Alright? I'm not going to right-click on the valve. I don't dare. I am right-clicking on the valve, but it's not doing anything at the moment because it's detecting that it's not a completed structure. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the item IOs on top. Now we can right-click on that, and now I'm going to get the multi-tank. And so excuse me. Alright, now I've got my multi-tank up here. I'm going to make this blue, and this orange up here. Now if I look down, it's too far. I can't tell what color they are. Wait. You know what? Yes, I can tell. This has to be the orange because it's got the relay on top of it. So this orange then gets connected to blue, like so. And then I want to put a relay, like so. And I actually want to orient it that way. Yeah, I need to remember to shift-click to actually put the tube there. Now, you're probably wondering why I've got that done there, and that's just because that's the shortest route. Now, that's not the end of the story quite yet, because there is one more thing, well, actually, 2 more things I need to do. One of them is up here, and the other I have to go back underground for. Okay, that was a failed jump. Gotta love environmental parkour. That said, let me grab my diamond handsaw. I'm gonna put the stone there. And then if you put the diamond handsaw on top of stone, you get the stone slabs. For the stone slabs, you get the stone panels. And with the panels, you get the covers. Now, you will notice this interface when I have the cover in my hand. I'll leave it out of my hand for the moment. Let me think. I need to grab... Yeah, I think I need 4 buckets, so... Yeah, just go ahead and create 4 buckets. And again, there's just 2 more things I need to do before I can really call this build finished. Well, 3 if you count verifying that it actually works. But number 1 is the cover here. That cover creates a separation between this line, which is sending empty buckets down to the pump, and this line, which is bringing full buckets up. Speaking of buckets, step 2 is to go back down into the pump area. Alright. Yes, I know, a lot of walking. You're probably very familiar with this route at this point. You may well be more familiar with this route than I am. Alright, but at any rate, wow, 71,000 buckets of lava. Excellent. And it's still pumping. That's good. I am not going to be short on lava for some time. And realistically, by the time I have to move that pump, because that source of lava ran dry, and I don't know when that's going to happen exactly, but by the time that happens, I will have better ways of transporting, well, I'll have liquid ducts, so I won't be so reliant on this admittedly overcomplicated system with Zycraft tanks and pneumatic tubes for getting lava from place to place. The big question is this getting lava? Yes, it is. So we got 4,000. It looks like it sent the buckets back down. But we'll have better verification of its operation, I think, once we see the next few buckets going up. Hopefully, we'll see the next round of buckets going up. There's one now. Oh, there they all are now. This tank is mostly empty, so they're going to get spit out pretty quickly. Nice. And now I have a Zycraft tank full of lava on the surface. Next episode is when I actually do stuff with this lava. And off camera, I hope you won't object to me clearing out a little bit of space around this valve in particular on this tank, just to ensure that I actually have, enough space to work with. But that said, this has been Ingenarius Cuborum. See you next time, everybody!